Day 2 of the Optimist tournament here live from Twin Rinks at the MAC. It is the consolation game between the Broome County United BC Bulls and the New Hartford Spartans. Alongside Joey Cox and Killian Heffron, I'm Johnny Lisi. So happy to be back. I was just talking about it. Joey, this is your third Optimist tournament, my fourth. It's been a while, but Killian, this is one of the best weekends of the calendar year.
Absolutely. I mean, you get an out-of-section team like Broome County coming up to play these Section 3 teams in CBA, New Hartford, and CNS. Always going to be a competitive matchup.
Well, Joey, we'll start with Broome County United. This is their third season of existence, and they feature student-athletes from 11 different schools, which is a feat in and of itself. But they beat New Hartford 4-2 last year in Day 2 of the Optimist tournament. New Hartford, we'll talk about it in a minute with a great turnaround. But Broome County United starting 0-4. They lost 10-1 yesterday to CBA JD. Joey, how do the BC Bulls turn around?
Well, I mean, we've always seen them struggle here in the Optimist tournament in years past. And like you said, coming out against New Hartford in previous years. So I think this is definitely going to be a little bit of a contested matchup. Bulls have lost some players here and there. But again, like you're saying, they're from 11 different schools. So they got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
It's just they really need to kind of cooperate. It was a close game yesterday, 1-1, but then CBA just pulled away. So they kept it contested. We'll see if they can do that here versus New Hartford.
Well, looking on the other side for New Hartford, Killian, you were telling me before the game you think this is the best turnaround in Section 3. They were 1-18-1 last year, were New Hartford. Now they're 5-2-1, 4-0-1 in Division 2. They've quadrupled their wins from last year, and they had a close showing against CNS, losing 6-4. But Killian, this is a good New Hartford team.
Yeah, this New Hartford squad, especially after the last season that they had, has really, like you said, they've really turned it around. But what impresses me the most is the win they had earlier this year against three-time defending state champion Skinny Atlas. They took them down 5-3, and that was a game that really New Hartford had in control for most of it. It was really surprising as an external viewer just to see how much New Hartford's been able to turn it around. Now, does that mean Skinny Atlas is weaker? Maybe. But that's still a good sign for New Hartford that they are going to be able to compete with the top teams in Section 3 Division 2, which in my opinion is probably Whitesboro, Skinny Atlas, New Hartford,
exactly,
and CBA.
New Hartford is making some noise, but Joey, how does New Hartford continue that momentum? That was a close game. We talked to CNS head coach Dan Jones earlier. He said it was close, but New Hartford, they're on the doorstep.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, we talked to Coach Jones earlier, and he was saying, that was a back-and-forth one. Northstars did pull out the win in the end. Second period, that second intermission, the Northstars were tied 4-4, but it didn't start that way. New Hartford went on that run 4-2. So if they can go on a run like that tonight and maintain that lead, they can come away with the victory.
And finally, Killian, we mentioned it, Broome County United, athletes from 11 different schools. Killian, you've been on a lot of different hockey teams. You have 11 different schools. How difficult is that to combine it?
Well, in my opinion, it's not actually that difficult. You got to think of it in terms of youth hockey. There's only like 2 or 3 organizations down in that Binghamton region. So a lot of these kids have played with each other for years, regardless of where they're from different schools. So in hockey, compared to like other sports, it's a lot less of a factor because these kids, they've played with each other growing up. They know how each other plays. I've personally played against many of these kids that I'm looking at on the roster that were all on the same team at one point. So it really shouldn't be that much of an effect.
Well, we will be back in just a moment for consolation game action here from Twin Rinks at the MAC between Broome County United and the New Hartford Spartans. Stick with us here on the Northstar Network on YouTube.
We welcome you back to the Northstar Network for a presentation of varsity hockey here on this Sunday afternoon. Broome County in the white, New Hartford in the red. And this one promises to be an interesting affair. We honestly don't have much clue of how this is going to go. Obviously, not many common teams these two have played against each other. If we can take clues from yesterday, though, Johnny, I would guess that New Hartford's going to be the team that's going to come out and probably punch early.
Well, here's the thing, Killian, that I think to me stands out that's a little bit interesting. The second-string goalies are coming out today. Xavier Obernesser, the main goalie for New Hartford, started every single game. 224 saves, 914 save percentage. But Lincoln Walker, the sophomore, is going in. And then you look at Broome County United. On the other side, you have a freshman goalie, Reed Furman, only 15 saves. So it's going to be interesting with the young goalies.
Opening faceoff is taken, and it's won by Mason Little for Broome County. Sent back into his own end. Here's Joe Pierce. Pierce makes a pass up, and that'll be played by New Hartford, trying to get possession of this one, and a good check there early on. That's Joe Pierce there, able to land the hit. Broome County coming out early with the hits here, under 20 seconds in. Played around down low by Pierce, sends it over. This is Chris Pierce now on the wall.
Good hit against the boards.
Yeah, Pierce able to withstand the check attempt there from William Piccola. This one gets sent down the ice, no icing, and so in pursuit of this is Mason Little. Little on the side, makes a move, centering pass, nothing going there. Comes up to the point, Pierce sends it on that, save made, and it gets tipped back out. Pierce trying to step in on that. It's stripped by him, and now it's a 2-on-1 for New Hartford. Moving on in, it's Christopher Vetter. Vetter shot there, save made by Furman.
Joey, Lincoln Walker tested early for New Hartford. Welcome to varsity action.
Exactly, and you could see him. He was trying to make sure he kept track of the puck there. Quite a few defenders and just a lot of traffic in front of the net in general, and great job keeping track and tracking that one down to get the save early.
That one's turned away by Nicholas Sands. It gets dumped down in. In pursuit of this one is Jack Heenan. Heenan makes a play for this one on the wall. Sands scoops it up the boards. Trying to get that up to the point, but was unable to there, was Jack Heenan. This gets played forward and sent down where it will be played by the New Hartford defense. It's Oliver Piotrowski.
Well-executed line change by the BC Bulls there.
Yeah, Broome County early on getting fresh legs on the ice. Don't want to get caught out. And here's an opportunity for Broome County. Pulling it from the side, brought down. Penalty upcoming to New Hartford. Yep. Pretty easy call for the official. And I'm trying to read the number here because we're looking at his armband, but I believe that says number 5, so it's going to be Kieran Dodge who will head to the box.
Officials for today, Chris Lloyd, Tom Lynch, and Dalton Horton.
Pretty tight-knit group the NIHOA officials are.
Yeah, Chris Lloyd, Tom Lynch, they've done a bunch of games here in the past, and good veteran officiating crew. It looks like the penalty boxes are empty though, Killian. Oh no, I'm just kidding.
He's in there.
He's hiding. He's a little bit. He wants to hide, Joey.
Right.
Hiding behind the penalty box operator, or as this one's played by Chris Pierce. Makes the pass over, moving in, shot there, and it's loose behind him, and it's still not in. Laying on top of that was Lincoln Walker. Oh man, I have no idea how that one did not find its way in. It was laying behind him for a good 5 seconds.
He had a nice little pad save there, Killian, and then it just snuck through his legs in the 5-hole. And I got to say, this is an early test for Lincoln Walker. I mean, he's facing an early power play for Broome County. Hopefully his defense can hold and get the penalty kill. But, yeah, early test here for Walker. We'll see if he holds. He held there excellently. A lot of traffic in front of the net, and he gets another glove save.
And he had some help on that play that we were just talking about from Andrew Spatuzzi. Really great spatial awareness, and wow. Lincoln Walker is looking phenomenal for the Spartans here. I remember a couple years ago for New Hartford, there was a number 2 goalie by the name of Derek Joy, and he withstood a shootout. So New Hartford's number 2 goalies have done historically well in this tournament.
Right.
Remember back when Xavier Obernesser was the backup goalie a long time ago. Dating myself a little bit here.
That was the first Optimist tournament I'd done, and here comes an opportunity for New Hartford.
That was scooped away, brought forward by the Spartans in the offensive zone. Making move there, shot on, save made. That'll be not held, and Broome County, they'll take it out the other way. Here's Chris Pierce, bringing it up into the neutral zone, spins away from a check, but then gives it away.
Oh.
Goes off the leg of Will Rapley, who ends up bringing this in the offensive zone. Rapley firing one that got blocked on the way in. Good job by Brandon McDaniels to get in the way of that. It pops out the other way. Here comes New Hartford scooping that one by, and playing that is Nick Doris. Doris's pass is intercepted by Sands. Pass comes over.
Oh, great defense by Will Rapley. What I'm seeing from New Hartford on this penalty kill is they're trying too much to skate it down the ice. They need some good clears here.
Centering pass. That one would not go. Rebound came out to the middle, and they couldn't get the shot off there.
Wow.
Shot just kind of went through the middle of the ice. Couldn't get it to go on the goal.
Now, if you got a clear shorthanded opportunity, Johnny, you take it. But
absolutely.
Don't try to overdo things by
don't aim just for a shorty. You got to get the clear there. I know a thing about penalty kills because my Buffalo Sabres have the best in the NHL. Just had to throw that out there.
Colorado Avs got a pretty good one themselves.
But not number one. The Sabres are number one, Joe.
Centering pass there. Save made. Rebound loose in front of the net. They couldn't get out on the go. Another rebound comes out, and this will be played 8 away. Setting down the ice, and that will become no icing, as that is the end of the penalty. That pass is intercepted. Opportunity for New Hartford brought down, and a penalty upcoming here to Broome County. It's going to be probably for holding or hooking, one of the two.
Looks like it's going to be on Brock Malizic.
And let's see, it's going to be for a hook, and yeah, pretty easy call there from the official. Definitely got the stick up and pulled him down.
So to correct Johnny there, it's actually the Colorado Avs with the best penalty kill percentage. But don't worry, Johnny, you're close behind, only about 1% behind. So it's
we were number one for a while, so MSG was wrong with their stats last night. Because on our penalty kill against the Boston Bruins last night, I don't know, but you can't argue that the Sabres don't have the best win streak in the NHL. That's 8 straight.
Avs are close behind with 7.
Faceoff's taken in 1. Comes along up to the point. Set down to the half-board. New Hartford trying to set up a shape early on. Passed over. Here's Joe Mungari.
Penalty was on hooking, Killian, for Broome County.
Mungari at the point. Shot comes in. That deflects wide.
So we'll see
comes back up to the point where Mungari will play it.
If Jack Heenan was 2 inches more to the right, that would have been a goal for New Hartford on the tip-in.
Yeah, that deflection, I believe it actually went off of a Broome County player on the way.
Yeah, it was close.
Here's Mungari. Surveys his options, sends it down. Here's Jack Heenan. Back to Mungari. Mungari fires it. That goes wide. And now it's wired up to the point where McDaniels plays it. McDaniels a shot. That one goes through to crease and wide.
They're getting good shooting lanes.
Back up to the point. That one has an impact on the glass. Shot there from Mungari, raying it off the post.
And there's the one time it works for Fernman. I mean, sometimes it could be your best friend or your worst enemy, that post.
We'll have to get him for the post-game interview.
That one's picked off. Opportunity for New Hartford. Moving on in. Save made. That's held by Furman.
That was a beautiful backhand by Nicholas Sands. That was a beautiful shot, beautiful stick work. Broke through the defenders. Almost tried a backhand. That was beautiful there. Almost for New Hartford.
A great save there by the freshman. I mean, he hasn't seen a lot of action this year, but Johnny, he's holding himself so far here on this penalty kill.
Face-off taken and won by New Hartford. They'll play it behind the net. Turning around is McCrath. Up to the point now. Shot passed over to Mungari. And long shot there. That was blocked on the way in by Nick Doris. Took that one up high. Now Mungari tries again. Another save there. Mungari has to have at least 4 shots on this power play so far. And now he's going to shoot again. That one got blocked on the way in.
Just give it to him and he'll shoot it.
All right. Here he goes again.
Bumness to Mungari. Back to Bumness. Has a lane. Shot there. Fanned on it a little bit, and it's not going to go where he wants it to.
Just an off angle
back to Mungari. And what do you know? He shoots the puck. That one deflects over the net wide.
He's just going to stay there and just keep whacking one-timers.
Well, he's getting shooting lanes. Nobody's pressuring him. That's what's allowing him to shoot so much.
I think with him, it's not a one-timer. You got to count how many times he does it.
It's loose there on the side of the net. Couldn't get that one to go. Oh, man. Bumness had a great feed. Back to Mungari. Fires. That one's blocked. Loose in front. Save made there by Furman. Battle on the side. Good physical play here by Broome County here on this penalty kill.
If I'm not mistaken, it feels like the puck was in the Spartan zone for that entire power play.
I think it is.
Props to their power play unit, but also props to Broome County for their penalty kill, for keeping it there.
Here's Cole Furman, who takes a hit on the wall. Possible relation to Reed Furman.
But great job for Furman in crease there. He held his own during that power play.
This is scooped up by Broome County. Larkin Bianco fires this one down in. Broome County will make a couple of changes. Not everybody, though. Only 1 or 2 people came off during that dump and chase play. That's going to be picked off. Opportunity for Brennan.
Oh.
Brennan moving in, has a back checker on him. Avoids the back checker, send in front, save made rebound.
Oh,
another
wow.
save by
Furman.
And there's going to be a penalty here on Broome County. It's going to be a cross check on Larkin Bianco, who came in behind it.
Reed Furman.
Oh, man.
What? Okay, we got to take a look at that.
So he gets the nice pad save
shot.
in front.
And then he gets it point blank right there. That should be back of the net. But Reed Furman
lays himself out in the crease, Johnny. He gets the pad save earlier, and then this time he just kind of dives in front, bats it away, Johnny. Wow. Reed Furman.
He's a freshman, Joey.
They got him for a lot of time. They can train him. Yeah. They can work on that fundamental skill right there.
He's going to be scary, and I'm excited to see this New Hartford power play again. It's a scary power play unit.
Johnny, here on this power play, I'd like you to keep track of how many times Joe Mangari shoots the puck.
Let's see.
There's Mangari right there.
He has the puck right now. That is passed over to McCraith. Brought into the neutral zone. Making a move there into the offensive zone. Oh, big hit there on the side. And this is battled for down low by McDaniels. McDaniels in a fight with Chris Pierce for that one. It's played on the side. And now here's Mangari. Doesn't have a lane this time. He will elect to send this one down the boards, intended for Sands. It was slightly behind him. This will be fired up.
Oh, great clear by Broome County.
And you can see, Johnny, Anthony Mazzeo, he's staying right on Mangari. I think they learned from last time. They know he's going to take some shots.
That pass is picked off, and it's sent forward. Here comes New Hartford.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Long pass up. Here is Heenan. It gets dumped down in pursuit is Sands. That's whisked away by Pierce. Up at the point, it's played by Liam Bumness. New Hartford has not nearly had any chances on this power play as they had in the last one. This will be played. Here's Mangari. No shots on this power play so far for him. Bumness passes it back to Mangari, who brings it into the offensive zone. Looked across there, intended for Jack Heenan. Couldn't get that one. Big hit there. That's Nick Doris coming through with the check. It comes up to the point. Bumness, Mangari fires. That one was looking for a deflection from Heenan, but couldn't get it to go on a stick. Played on the side. Back to Bumness. Fires. That one is high and wide. Sands makes a move on it. He's pulled down, and it'll be played back behind the net. Slapped away up. And no, it took a weird bounce off the glass apparently and stayed in.
10 seconds left on the power play for New Hartford.
Broome County penalty kill will remain successful here as New Hartford tries to fire this one up. That's taken away. Opportunity for Picola.
Oh,
has one man the beat. Shoots high and wide. Penalty kill is over for Broome County. 2 for 2 on their penalty kill for today. New Hartford not nearly as successful with the pressure on the power play there. This will be brought forward. Here's Christopher Vetter. Vetter from the side, cuts to the middle, shoots one, save made, plows the defender into the goal, and we'll get a whistle as the net gets knocked off. Very physical start here. Joey, would you say this is kept up with how you've expected this to go?
Honestly, I think with some of these younger goalies, I was expecting a little bit higher scoring here early on, but I think both teams feeling each other out. I mean, again, they're used to each other. They play each other every year here in the Optimist tournament, but honestly, I thought we were going to at least get a couple scores here in the first. I thought it was going to be a little bit higher scoring than what we're seeing here tonight, especially considering both teams now, obviously Broome County only scored 1 yesterday, but allowing the 10, I mean, obviously different goalie in net there for Broome County yesterday, but I was expecting a little bit higher scoring considering New Hartford's score versus CNS yesterday.
I'm going to flash this back to 2 years ago, the Optimist Tournament 2023. These two teams met in Broome County's first year of existence. New Hartford only won 1-0, and that was a scary New Hartford team that won 17 games that year. And Broome County only held it to 1 goal.
Opportunity here for Picola, moves in, shot there, save made, and that's held by Furman.
And that was a game much similar to this. So I'm getting flashbacks, and props to Broome County, because Broome County was solid last year. They only lost by a goal in overtime to Ithaca, Go Bombers, in the sectional championship. So New Hartford and Broome County, this is exactly how it was 2 years ago. I remember calling that game with Joe Seidman and Coach Shannon Dengo. So shout out to both of those amazing commentators.
Speaking of,
they were all before my time.
Yeah. That was before your time, Killian. That was my second.
Special guests, we'll have Rob Crabtree here on the broadcast.
The legendary Robert Crabtree he's been on every Optimist tournament, and
except for last year, unfortunately, he wasn't available.
He's a legend. I love Mr. Crabtree's commentary.
Yeah, so we'll get him on for the championship game. Northstar's taking on CBA later this afternoon at 2:30 after this one.
That'll get sent down the ice. It'll make its way on goal to Furman, who has to hand this one away. We get some line changes here for New Hartford. On the ice for the Spartans for the first time today is Bryce Lajewski, one of my former teammates. This is played here by Matthew McCrave. Sent around down low, where Heenan will try to pick this up. Sent over to Sands. Sands centers it, intended there for McCrave, but couldn't get that one to go. And here comes Broome County. Malezic from the side. He steps in. Lajewski lays a hit there, but ends up taking himself out in the process. Shot there, deflects wide. That was a good job by Walker to get over to get on that one. Battled there behind the net. Picked up. Turning wraparound attempt. Did not go. Here's Tristan White. Sent down low. White picks up on the wall again, moving. And his pass is picked off. And now it's a 2-on-1 for New Hartford. Moving on in. Has an option. The pass over does not go. Save me by Furman. How did he get to that one?
Reed Furman, everyone. Learn that name.
And that puck ends up out of play. But Furman, I mean, the pass was blocked by the defender. It bounced back to the New Hartford player who was breaking in. I didn't catch what number it was. And somehow Furman adjusted and got back over to make that save. That wasn't ridiculous.
Wow, Reed Furman is phenomenal.
On the draw, it's won by New Hartford up to the point. Here's Kieran Dodge. Sends it down low, where Chris Pierce will chip this one up, and that's batted down by New Hartford at the point. But that's going to be picked up. Opportunity here to spring a rush. They would have had a 3-on-1 had that one just been played a little closer. Opportunity now for Broome County. Shot there, saved me by Walker, and laying a hit is going to be number 24, Joe Pierce. And we got a whistle. I don't know what it was for. And now the officials are going to get together. I think they might be discussing a potential penalty here on Pierce. This is a bit of a rare thing. You don't see that much, where the linesman, and yeah, Pierce is going to pick up a penalty for this. Or does he? Because the officials are now skating over to the Broome County bench. Well, Pierce is still on the ice, so yeah, I have no idea what happened there.
Which Pierce was this? Was it Chris Pierce or Joe?
It was Joe Pierce.
So Joe Pierce, Killian, leads the BC Bulls in penalty minutes with 15. So 15. I gotta ask Killian, is 15 penalty minutes in 4 games a lot at this level?
I mean, I'd say you're averaging 1 or 2 a game at that point. And obviously, if you have 15, that includes a major at some point in there, because that's the only way you're going to. That's the only way you pick up that odd number.
Oh, almost.
So I feel like that result's kind of heavily skewed by the major that's in there. Anyways, this is brought forward. Opportunity for Broome County from the side. Shot goes wide. Good attempt there by Larkin Bianco, who, no stranger to the penalty box, got a penalty earlier in this one.
This is a big opportunity for Broome County, Killian. This is an opportunity to show themselves. They beat New Hartford 4-2 in last year's Optimist tournament, and they held them to 1-0. So, Killian, I really like this matchup between Broome County and New Hartford in the Optimist tournament, because it's always such a unique matchup.
We'll get an icing here against New Hartford. So Broome County picks up an offensive zone faceoff, and that's going to be a big opportunity for them, because we've seen them when they're in the offensive zone today, they've been dangerous. They've had a number of huge chances that Walker's been able to turn away, but one of the things, Johnny, that I'm noticing is that Walker's rebound control struggled a bit early in this game. He's letting some pucks bounce out, and we'll see if Broome County can take advantage of that. Maybe, and he traps that one though, that'll be hell, but maybe something you can chalk up to just a lack of varsity experience.
Yeah, exactly. But this is a great experience for both Reed Furman for Broome County and Lincoln Walker for New Hartford, because this is good, legitimate experience against a good team in tournament play. So I really like that opportunity for both of these young goalies.
There comes New Hartford trying to spring it out the other direction. Pass there goes through. No icing. Played behind it by New Hartford, driven into the wall there. That's a good job by Jacob McCabe to get in there and make that hit. Trying to get to this one and scooped around the wall. Battled for. Right in front of Joey, actually, with the GoPro camera. It gets sent up and directed off the foot of a Broome County player, and it's picked up by Lucas Labish. Labish sends this one down low where New Hartford will reset. Liam Bumness tries to make a play on the wall. Gets picked up to the middle. Penalty upcoming here. It's going to be against New Hartford. And so, I believe it's number 12, Sean Brennan, that's going to go to the box here. So Brennan takes a penalty, and now Broome County to their second power play on the day. 0 for 1 so far. And the New Hartford bench just got, I don't know if it was a warning or if something happened, but.
I don't know what head coach Justin Schattler was saying. I'm not sure.
I think his argument was that it looked like he more of pushed him down, but I mean, the official was right in front of that, so obviously the official's going to have the good angle. But it definitely looked like there was a pushing motion involved as well.
It was for tripping, which is an interesting call there, but I don't know. I could not see that play from my vantage point. So,
yeah, I mean, to me,
good, solid officiating crew.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it definitely looked like he tripped on. There was maybe a bit of a push there involved as well, which might have made it look like not as much of a penalty as it was. But he definitely got that one for a trip. That's going to be deflected inside the red line. So it'll be an icing against Broome County. Get a rare icing by the power play team.
Yeah, that's not common. But hey, this is going to be a big face-off here.
No goals yet in this one. Broome County's bent, not broken. And shots on goal are relatively even, 15-13. We have 28 shots on goal in the first under 16 minutes of play, which is quite rare.
I'm back, guys.
For these varsity games. Joey has returned after setting up the camera on the opposite side.
What can't Joey Cox do? That's my question. I think Joey and I might have to see if Joey can play hockey, so we'll go down during the intermission.
Well, I do have an answer for that question. I'll answer that at our next stoppage.
I can't skate.
And oh, it's a penalty against Broome County. That is going to be Tristan White who will go to the box. But, Johnny, to answer your question, the thing Joey cannot do is survive throughout the entire storyline of Clue.
I can't do that. No, I can't.
Because the script will not allow for it.
I can skate. I can skate, Johnny.
I can't. I cannot.
See, if I can skate, I don't know how well I could shoot, but I could skate.
I have the shooting motion down. I just don't have the skating motion down.
I think I could get the shooting.
Oh,
so.
I wish we had the GoPro over here because Joey's shooting motion was comical.
Face-off taken by Montgomery. Comes down the ice here. Broome County might be able to get to this one. It's played there on the side. They got to be careful they don't pick up a hook.
Oh, I wish we had a booth cam here. I can't keep myself serious next to Joey right now.
Johnny doing
that's the best.
God knows what behind me.
No, that's Joey. Killian can't see what we're doing right now.
Oh, right. He's at that little corner spot there.
That's his move. This shot from McGarry. Save made rebound. That goes wide. Sent back into the middle. Up to the point now. It's McDaniels. Sends over. Bumness a drive. That got blocked on the way in. Might have gone off a New Hartford player. There were several bodies standing there, so it doesn't really matter who it hit. Definitely hit somebody. Up to the point. Here's McDaniels. Over to Bumness, a drive. That one's deflected down. Dylan Terrell got in the way of that one and knocked it down for Broome County. Here's Bumness. What was I just saying there?
Well, I think you were
too many words jumbled together.
I think you were saying shot and save at the same time, Killian.
A shave.
A shave.
17 seconds left on the power play, on the 4-on-4. And Killian, 17 has some extra meaning today.
It does, yes.
You know what day it is, Killian?
It is. It's Sunday.
It's week 17.
Week 17.
And it is
Josh
Buffalo Bills
Allen.
game day.
Big game against the Eagles later. I'll be sure to watch the rest of that after I get home from the CNS-CBA game.
I know. What a day of sports. You have
Later on.
CNS-CBA, JD at 2:30, and then you have Bills-Eagles at 4:25, and the Commanders already played on Christmas.
Into the
Forgot
offensive
about
zone
that.
goes Bundes. Is shot there. Save me. That's held.
Krosky
18.9 to
Merritt,
go.
2 touchdowns, 115 yards or so.
Well, and the Sabres won last night, so the Sabres have won 8 straight. So just throwing that out there.
And the Colorado Avs won a shootout versus the not the Kings, the Knights. Yep. So there we go. Now they've won 7 straight.
Searching for our first goal here. Still under 15 left in the first period. This gets sent over. Shot! Blocked on the way in. Good job by Chris Pierce to get in the way of that.
Way to take one for the team
Pierce
right
sent
there.
that. It's picked off. Moving on in. Shot there. And Joe Pierce gets in the way of it that time. Both Pierces with huge blocks to end the first period, and that will do it. 0-0. However, the shots on goal are 18-13 in favor of New Hartford.
Wow. That was an incredible penalty kill. There's still going to be 5 seconds left to start the period. But you look at Broome County, they were able to get in the shooting lanes and get some big deflections there. So props to that.
But, I mean, both goalies been excellent here tonight.
Phenomenal.
I mean, Reed Furman's been the story here. Had some incredible saves. And then Lincoln Walker, he's doing great in goal for his first career start.
Yeah.
Well, with that here, we will head to the first intermission. Tied 0-0. New Hartford leads shots on goal 18-13. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. We welcome you back to the Northstar Network on YouTube just in time to start the second period of action. New Hartford and Broome County tied at 0 as we go into the second period.
We got some good jams here at the rink. You never know what you're going to listen to here at Twin Rinks at the MAC.
You know, Johnny, the music choice here, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
You know, you got the bag, too. Daryl the Bag White has some good music choice, but we got some great choices here.
Yeah, well, the thing with Daryl the Bag White, as this faceoff is taken and won by New Hartford, the thing with Daryl White, the world's best PA announcer, is that he has multiple playlists, but, I mean, you never hear him change them. They're always the same.
Hey, you got to respect Daryl the Bag White.
If you don't...
This fist passed up and brought to the offensive zone by Broome County. Moving on in. Oh, that's a great move. What a dangle. They score!
Wow!
Right off the bat, Broome County comes out swinging.
Brock Malizek. It's 1-0 Bulls.
That was gorgeous.
Let's watch that replay, Johnny.
Look at the stick work.
Oh, wow. That's some... Oh, beautiful.
Backhand there.
He fakes him out,
Wow.
gives him the backhander, and bam, Johnny.
Wow, that was beautiful.
So...
sorry. I was reacting to the...
It takes 17 minutes and 26 seconds, but we have our first goal in this
Look
game.
at that view. That is beautiful.
Face-off is taken, and it's won. Broome County looking for more. This is immediately sent on in there. Turned aside.
Sam Darnold was almost picked
Brock
off,
Malizek.
so that's what I was reacting to.
Brock.
That one gets set down the ice.
First goal of the season for Brock Malizek and first assist of the season for Chris Pierce. What a beautiful goal by Brock Malizek, the senior, for the BC Bulls.
And now, what can Broome County do? Already with the momentum. We'll see what New Hartford's response is. Physicality has definitely been in the way of Broome County this game as this pass is mishandled, and having to retreat to play that one was Piotrowski.
That was just Broome County United. That was a gorgeous goal for them, saying, hey, we are here and we are legit.
Played around the side, shot there, goes through the middle, nothing going there. Picked up by Trevisani. Trevisani spins it around. Here's Kieran Dodge making a play on this. Dodge tries to hit this one. It comes up, and sending this out of the zone is New Hartford, specifically Matthew McCraith, icing against the Spartans. Face-off will come back into New Hartford zone. Spartans give up the first goal of this one. Now having to withstand some pressure. On the draw is Dylan Terrell matched up against Sean Brennan. Terrell wins it for Broome County. It comes back to the point. Driven in. That's a good block there by New Hartford, and getting a armful of stick was Sean Brennan. Ended up taking a stick away from the Broome County player in the end. That's picked up by the Bulls. Passed up to the point. Shot comes in. Oh, it's set on top of the net. And Lajewski, a huge hit there.
That was insane in a
Lajewski's,
whistle.
unfortunately for Lajewski, he's not going to get away with that one.
So
we'll see.
While we have a stoppage here, got a scoring update here. 3-0, the Colts lead the Jags. So the old guy, Phillip Rivers, gets the Colts in field goal range.
Well, and that's a big game in Carolina. The first, meaningful game in Charlotte in years between the Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers.
So...
Face-off taken in one there. This gets wired up the wall. Here's Mungari. Fires it up, and it goes down the ice, and it's actually hit somebody on the bench, it looks like.
The penalty will go to Lajewski, so this is a big power play here for Broome County.
And, Johnny, to me, the reason he got that penalty, though, is that when he was making the contact, there was a very clear pushing motion that sent the player into the boards.
That set the officials right off with Chris Lloyd, Tom Lynch, and Dalton Horton, and that very, very obvious.
That gets sent around. Battle for it down low. Whisked around. Here is Tristan White. White, this comes up to the point and goes out of the zone. Opportunity. Here's Vetter. Vetter moving on in. He's robbed! What a save there by Reed Furman!
Reed Furman, that was a beautiful save right there. Broome County United is doing everything they can right now, and everything is working out. As you look, beautiful breakaway by Vetter. That's an easy goal, but Reed Furman laying out for the BC Bulls, and what a big-time save.
Furman, he made some huge saves on odd man rushes in the first period, and he's continuing to do it here in the second.
Right, New Hartford trying to tie things up. Very similar to, now a 1-0 game. We'll see if New Hartford can make it a similar story to yesterday for Broome County. Broome County was tied 1-1 with CBA, JD, but couldn't come away with the victory, obviously losing 10-1. But, yeah, Reed Furman just continues to be incredible in the crease and keeps Broome County with a 1-0 lead.
That's good confidence for Broome County. That a beautiful goal and, some confidence there, which is what they need.
Chris Pierce tried bringing that one in. It's whacked away. Here's Larkin Bianco. Bianco hit that one over to Rocco Silsby, who tried to keep that one in. It gets sent down the ice now by New Hartford after Silsby dumped it back deep. Now in pursuit of this one, here is Will Rapley. Rapley makes the pass over. Picked up by Silsby, who then hands it over to Joe Pierce. Pierce into the offensive zone, has to work around the New Hartford player going after him. That was Matthew McCrafe there on the back check. Gets chipped by. Now an opportunity for New Hartford. Breaking down.
Wow.
And it's going to be it's a 3-on-1. The pass over is mishandled. Now it's sent back. And a wasted opportunity there for New Hartford. That one might come back to haunt them.
The Spartans just took way too much time there and really wasted that short window.
Oh, what a shot from the point! Bar down, it's Will Rapley, 2-0 Broome County.
The BC Bulls are here and they are legit.
That was a snipe. I'm trying to come over here so I can see the replay of this. Let's see. He walks in.
Just from the... Wow.
I mean, it's a great look, though, to get it back to him at the point, and then the shot comes. I mean, that is perfect.
And how many of those did New Hartford have in the first period? Wow.
Let's get a replay from our goalie cam. You can see, bam, just beautiful.
I mean, if you're Walker there, what can you do? I mean, that is placed perfectly to make it 2-0 Broome County. And all of a sudden, I don't know if I would consider it to be an upset, but I mean, the underdog, I would say, coming into this game is looking really strong.
Props to Lincoln Walker. He did everything he could.
This one gets picked up, moving on in. Save made by Furman. The rebound is covered, and Furman continues to stand on his head.
Wow.
Metaphorically.
Phenomenal.
Furman had to come up with the first one and then dove on that rebound before anyone could get to it.
Reed Furman is playing out of his mind here for Broome County United.
But if you're Broome County, you have to get more support for the defense. That can't be happening where you have somebody wide open like that in the front.
It can't all be left up to Reed Furman.
I mean, Furman's handled the load fine now.
He can handle it. He needs some more support from the BC Bulls defense.
So what can the Bulls do to help him out? Maybe get another goal. This is brought up, and that was poked away. It would have been cool if he broke into the offensive zone right after I said that, but of course, New Hartford spoils my plans. This gets dumped back in down low. Here's Joe Pierce. Drives up the wall. It's picked up at the point. New Hartford sends it back down low. This will be picked up. Check attempt there from Christopher Vetter. Doesn't go anywhere. And now comes up to the point. Here's Kwiatkowski. Could not get the shot off. Sent down low. New Hartford back to Kwiatkowski at the point. A drive.
Good shot.
What a block there by Mason Little. He's laboring after that one, but that is a big block for Little, and off the ice he goes. And he'll begin some pats from his teammate after that one.
Oh, that was almost a great shot by Broome County. Oh.
That one put off the side of the net there by Chris Pierce. He had an open lane and he recognized it, just couldn't get it where he needed to go. That pass is picked off. Now it's a 2-on-2 type of thing developing here. Moving on in, that's a great move. Send to the middle, they score!
Wow.
William Piccola, and it's a 1-goal game.
Wow.
You figured it was gonna come eventually, but like we said, Johnny, the defense continues stranding Furman. He had no support there.
That was just beautiful puck movement by New Hartford there. That was, I think, 16. That looks like Will Picola. In all of my Optimist tournaments, Will Picola has been a legitimate threat for New Hartford.
And you could see it there, Johnny. It was, Furman just couldn't get set in time. New Hartford just came and crashed down on the net quickly there. And again, just didn't allow Furman enough time to set and get himself prepared for that shot.
The assist goes to Sean Brennan, so that is goal number 5 of the season for Will Picola and assist number 1 on the season for Sean Brennan.
It takes them nearly 24 minutes to do. It took them actually about 25-ish, but they finally break the curse of Reed Furman, and this game is now 2-1. Broome County still definitely with the lead, but a new renewed purpose here for New Hartford. Trying to step into a hit there was Kieran Dodge, but he just never got a good play on it, but getting him right back is Marco Syarotinski for New Hartford coming in with a check. Played it around, and that one brought down was number 12, Larkin Bianco, but no penalty there. Here's Sands from the side. Sands' shot there, turned away by Furman. And now here they come the other way. It's back-to-back action here for Broome County. That one driven wide. Lajewski onto the wall. Steps in. Lajewski knocked down on there, but he was able to not get blown up as the intention was, and we're going to get a penalty here to Broome County. And I mean, that's just an undisciplined play there. You got to not do that when you're away from the puck. That's going to be Cole Furman here coming to the box. I don't know if we can get a replay on that.
Yep, I think we're going to here.
Here, yeah, let's see. I mean, it's just not what you want to do in that situation. And here, let's have a look. So you see it come up the wall, and then it's kind of away from the play, and yep, right there.
Yep.
Hands come up. That's going to be an easy call for the official power play for New Hartford, looking to tie this game up.
This is an entertaining Spartans power play.
Here's Mungari. At the point, rips one, that's wide.
I thought that went in from my angle over here. That was great velocity on a shot.
Very physical action here in this one. Mungari at the point, fires, scores, and he popped the bottle.
Wow!
Takes the water bottle with him. Joe Mungari.
Killian, I saw the water bottle pop, and I'm like, well,
wow.
There's only one way that could have happened.
First time I've ever gotten the call a water bottle pop. And that'll make it 2-2. It's a tie game.
How often does that happen? That is crazy. What a shot by New Hartford.
I will say it happens a lot more in the NHL video games than it does in real life.
Very much so.
Let's get a look here at this shot.
You just look at that great puck movement. That's a beautiful power play drop there.
I mean, wow. That's perfect.
Joey, that's upper 90 there.
But the traffic in front, the traffic in front is what caused that goal. Because Furman could not see when that shot was coming. And that's a testament to Broome County failing to clear the front of the net, but it's also a testament to New Hartford screening the goaltender and creating that traffic. We have a tie game as that one's fired high and wide.
Shout out to Jordan there. That was beautiful camera work there.
Our camera operator, Jordan Piotrowski, keeping track of that one as it was fired from the point.
That one played off the side of one of the New Hartford players. Now is the official in the head who's now caught up in the play. This is taken through by Broome County, trying to drive this forward, and it comes out. The Bulls make a play on it. Send that low opportunity, centering pass. Oh, just not able to get to that one. Now this pass was telegraphed, but Broome County able to maintain possession. This game has turned insane here.
So, Killian, the goal for New Hartford goes to Joe Mungari. That's goal number 5 on the season for him. The assists go to Nicholas Sands. That's assist number 5 on the season. And Matthew McCraith gets his 3rd assist of the season. So the goal scored by Mungari with assist to Sands and McCraith. So the 2 goal scorers, Picola and Mungari, I would say probably the 2 best shooters for New Hartford.
But, man, gentlemen, we have ourselves a game here. At the MAC.
No goals through the first period of action, and now in the first half of the second period, we have 4. And maybe even more. This one's put on net there. Save made.
Could we see a barn burner here?
Right.
It's getting to that point. I mean, obviously, it's still relatively low scoring. Only 4 goals throughout this game so far, but...
Will Rapley of Broome County almost got a piece of it.
A 2-on-1, moving in. Oh, the shot from Sands was wide.
That was beautiful.
Was looking for bottom left.
That is textbook from New Hartford.
But again, that's an example of Broome County's defense just letting New Hartford through.
Yeah.
And leaving out to dry Reed Furman, who's had such a good game so far. Trying to get in there in the air to make a hit was Nick Doris, who got reversed. Doris fires this around the side, and up comes Larkin Bianco. Bianco carries this through, makes a move, he's hooked, and a penalty upcoming to New Hartford. And now back to the power play goes Broome County with a big opportunity to get that lead back.
Wow, Broome County is hanging tough with the #1 team in Section 3 Division 2. Killian, Broome County has struggled. You saw the 10-1 loss yesterday against CBA JD, and then you look at the other teams they played, West Jenny. They played a really close overtime game against Cazenovia, a close game against Shen, but they are playing legit.
I mean, Johnny, obviously there's been some conversation, especially with how their last year went for New Hartford, about them potentially being fraudulent. But, I mean, games like this where you face this adversity and you're able to come back from it, that's what proves your spot as being legit. And
is that not what the Buffalo Bills have done all season, Killian?
Especially after that rough stretch of games. Oh, that got tipped in front. Could not go. Centering pass. Oh, they had two people wide open in front and couldn't get it off. We get a penalty to Broome County. It's going to be Brock Melizik who will head to the box, and we'll see what the actual call is going to be. And this one, I mean, this is one of those games, though, that could get out of hand pretty easily if the officials don't make these calls. They're going to catch him there, and let's see what they get him for. It's for a hook. Oh, no, there's two penalties. Oh, wow.
Penalties on Tristan White and Brock Melizik.
And all of a sudden, this is now a 4-on-3 unless that was a minor misconduct, which I don't know if that rule actually still applies under varsity rules.
So it'll be two 2-minute penalties, it looks like, for Broome County.
We'll see what the PA announcer says that second penalty was for. One of them was definitely for a hook. You saw the signal by the official.
So is it, yeah, we're going to have a 4-on-3 here.
And it's a lengthy one, too. It's going to be for 129.
So it will be a New Hartford power play because they are up.
The penalty boxes are
full,
yeah. Jordan, our camera operator, was signaling that the other penalty was for interference, which I definitely could see. So we'll see. Oh, that one nails the ceiling and comes down. You can hear that one hit the ceiling pretty good.
These ceilings have probably taken a beating over the years, Killian.
Yeah, there's actually, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a puck that's actually sitting on one of like the I-beams, and you can like see it hanging on up there. I know the viewers at home can't see it, but just to evidence that these ceilings
see it, yeah. I see two.
These ceilings have taken a beating over the years. Meanwhile, a rare 4-on-3 power play. Oh, it's picked off. Here comes the rush from Broome County. It's moved forward, moving on in. It is shot just wide of the net. What an opportunity there had Larkin Bianco, but he could not find the back of that.
Melizik gets tripping, and Tristan White gets hooking.
So, all of a sudden, New Hartford on the power play. And what was a great opportunity for Broome County has become an even better one for the Spartans to actually take the lead. Played around down low. Here's Joe Mungari. Mungari brings it up, makes the pass over. This is taken by Liam Bumness. Bumness turns, back to Mungari. Mungari walks, fires, it deflected off the glove of Furman, but it just did not go. Here's Mungari to Bumness, one-timer save Furman. Now it's sent back out to the point, they can't clear. Sent back down, Bumness in the battle for it. He picks it up, has Mungari. Mungari walks, fires, save Furman. Played down low, stepping in. There's a good hit by Broome County to send that one. It's turned over at the point. Mungari shot, batted out the air. Oh man, Furman had to save that one twice. Had to save his own save because he deflected it up.
Yeah, it was deflected up there, and
the power play rambles on to Sands. Shoots, save made, rebound out in front. They couldn't get that one. Now it's Senek, and finally they barely cleared his own. Oh man, what pressure that was!
But Furman,
that was incredible.
Furman, that could have trickled behind him, and maybe he could. Yeah. I've seen that happen, Johnny, before, where it gets hit up in the air and they accidentally hit it with their back. And great job by Furman keeping track of the puck and batting it out of harm's way.
Finally returned to 5-on-5. This could spring a chance for Broome County, but the pass is inaccurate. No icing, so New Hartford engaged in a battle down low. This one's backed around the wall. Here's Brock Malizek, the captain, sends it up to the point to Pierce. Pierce sends it over. Shot comes in. Save made and held.
Wow,
by Walker.
Lincoln Walker with a phenomenal save there for New Hartford.
And Lincoln Walker, he's been tested here today, Johnny. And honestly,
Yes,
he's
he
standing
has.
his ground pretty well for his first career start. So Lincoln Walker with an excellent glove save there to keep this game all tied 2-2.
Shots on goal 27-18. 4:53 left. Keep in mind, we still have a whole period to go.
Right.
All this action in this second period.
We've seen penalties, goals, and ridiculous saves. We've had it all here in this second period of action, which still rambles on. At the point is Nick Doris. He sends it around down low. Picked up down there, and able to accept that hit was Brock Melizek. This is an attempted cycle play, but it doesn't work. Here comes New Hartford into the neutral zone. William Piccola backhands it wide. Now down low. Played up the wall. Battered for down low. Here is McCraith. Sent up the wall to Nick Doris. Played at the point now by Piotrowski, who sends it around down low. Brennan still with it, trying to survey his options. Sends it to the middle, nothing going there. Picked up by Broome County. Now a 1-on-2 type of rush here thing coming along, and a good check by Kieran Dodge will end that. Played around the wall. Broome County trying to set this one up. Held in at the point, sent over, opportunity shot off the post, and it goes off the post and back into Walker's glove.
Yeah,
and
Lincoln Walker.
Wow, that went off the post. It was in the crease. That was deadly.
Wow. Let's take a look at this on our goalie cam here.
See, it goes right off the post. It's right behind him. Great job.
Scoops it. Good spatial awareness by Lincoln Walker.
And great. That's always the tough thing when it comes to being a goalie, is always like you said, Johnny, spatial awareness, but also keeping track of the puck, because your vision is limited.
Yes.
With the goalie mask and everything. So great job by Walker to look behind him and, keep that one down, glove it, and hold it in the back of the crease.
Battled for around down low. Sent up, and here comes Broome County into the neutral zone. Playing this is Dylan Terrell. Takes a hit and dumps it down in, where Lajewski picks it up. Lajewski sends it up, and it'll be played back by Rocco Silsby. Directed in, where Walker will just play it to his side. Lajewski fires this up the boards, where it'll be picked up by New Hartford. Here's Joe Mangari, one of the goal scorers for New Hartford today. Tried to send that one up. It's battled for there on the wall. Broome County had to be careful that they didn't pick up a holding penalty, but they were able to relinquish their grip in time. Here comes Broome County. Moving on in, has two back checkers. Landing the hit.
What a save.
But what back check there by Matthew McCrafe to actually land the body check to force him to take that shot early.
And lucky for Walker, Dylan Terrell wasn't there or a little bit sooner. Otherwise, he might have had a rebound shot there.
Yeah, exactly.
Broome County there, they've had their chances here after those first two goals they scored, but Walker is really starting to needle them down and just stop allowing those goals. It's brought forward, long drive in, deflects wide, and New Hartford will pick it up behind their own net. Send up the wall, up to the point now. Dump back down low, trying to get to this is New Hartford. McCrae fires up the wall, up to the point. There's Rocco Silsby, shot deflects on the way in, goes across the crease and wide. There's Noah Rowland battling for that one. It comes out the other direction. That pass, not where they wanted it to go, and Broome County takes it right back. Battling for it down low on the side. Making a move, backhands it wide.
Great backhand shot, and Broome County recollecting after that miscommunication by New Hartford.
Up to the point, that one's held in, shot comes in, blocked. Now it comes back down low, moving on in, shot wide, oh man.
Tried to get a 90, tried to get a top 90 there, Johnny.
And that was a beautiful job to move the puck by Broome County.
Yeah.
Mazzeo, he had the space on that shot, but just not accurate. It just goes wide, and that could come back to haunt them later on in this game.
Joey, you know what we call that? An almoster.
An almoster, yeah.
Battled for now on the side. Dumped back down low. Here's Jacob Maccabee. Now brought in to the neutral zone. Dumped down in. Mazzeo. It comes over where it'll be played by Brock Malizek. Full style change here for Broome County in the offensive zones. They try to battle this one off the wall. Malizek in there. It ends up getting taken out by Tristan White. Up to the point. Moving in. Shot there from Pierce. Did not go. Now sent to the front of the net. And nothing going there. And that is the end of that sequence. Of pretty close opportunity, but they were unable to get that one to go by.
Lincoln Walker has been phenomenal this period for Broome County.
As he continues to hold his ground, as we got the CBA players leaving the stands and getting ready for their game, which is 2:30. Me and Killian Heffron will be on the call alongside our special guest, Robert Crabtree. He's the club advisor there for the Optimist Club.
An Optimist Club legend. We'll just call him that.
Well, that one was nearly a disaster for New Hartford, as they nearly got tripped up on the way in, and that could have been a dangerous play just because of the way he was angled. Fortunately, nothing of the sort happens, and it's an offside against New Hartford. And apparently they didn't hear the delayed offside, or not delayed off, they didn't hear the offside warning signal. So now we'll come back out of the zone.
Just wow. What we have been seeing. Lincoln Walker has been phenomenal. You look at the first period, Reed Furman had a phenomenal first period for Broome County, and now Lincoln Walker had a phenomenal second period for New Hartford. We'll see who the better goalie will be in the third and final period.
That gets dumped in. Any Buffalo Bills fans who are hoping for some help from the New England Patriots says that shot gets sent into the netting, and the Broome County bench making the field goal signal. Any Bills fans looking for help from the Jets today, you're not getting it so far. New England leads that game 14-0.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't expect the Jets to do anything.
Face off taken in one. They battle for it down low on the wall. Picked up by Broome County. Sent up to the point, and that is the end of the second period. 2-2 is our score. Broome County and New Hartford at a deadlock. Shots on goal 27-23 in favor of the Spartans, but Broome County with an impressive start to the period. Took a 2-0 lead, but immediately a fight from New Hartford tied this one up. Johnny, thoughts?
That was
I didn't realize
phenomenal.
You took off your headset.
That was a phenomenal period and really good puck movement by both teams. And I said it a couple minutes ago, it was a really good job by Lincoln Walker, because you look at Broome County and they did a really good job of getting some better shots off and really just better than they were in the first period. And on the other side for New Hartford, they were down 2-0. And they did a really good job to rally. And Killian, you said it really well, that it's about how you come back from that. And New Hartford is showing they can compete pretty well in Broome County. Even more is showing that they can compete and they are legit.
Well, with that here, we will head to intermission. Broome County and New Hartford tied at 2. We welcome you back here to the Northstar Network for third period action between the Broome County Bulls and the New Hartford Spartans. Thank you to our sponsor, Marzullo's Landscaping, for all your landscaping needs.
I don't think you'll be needing that here at Twin Rings with all the ice, but hey, Marzullo Landscaping, shout out.
And also, Johnny, we picked up a new member during that second period. I can't see the screen here, so I don't have the name in front of me, but...
Well, a big member shout out to at Marianne Pierce 297. Big shout out there. We get all of our great content, and we are excited to have you on board.
We also have some stats here,
and we'll get to those in just a second once the puck drops. So we'll take a look at that now. If you look at the team stats, before this game, New Hartford 37 goals, only 7 for Broome County, 224 saves for New Hartford, 92 for Broome County, and a slim New Hartford only +3 on Broome County on goals allowed. So two very evenly matched teams.
And so 34 minutes down, 17 to go, and maybe an overtime or a shootout. Who knows?
We have had shootouts here, Killian.
Yeah.
Joe, you remember that one?
I do.
CNS and New Hartford in the championship game in 2023.
Third period underway. The next 17 minutes and maybe a few more depending on overtime will determine the winner. And we have a penalty. It does not take long.
That was fast.
And it's going to be number 24 on Broome County, Joe Pierce, who will make his way to the box.
I think that's Joe Pierce's second penalty.
Both teams getting a little bit chippy here, Johnny, all tied at 2-2, so no surprise there.
It's the added little extra flavor of being in a tournament. Both these teams want this. Neither of these teams want to leave Cicero, New York, being 0-2 in the Optimist tournament.
Now, New Hartford, a comeback win here would definitely seal them, as we were talking about earlier, as one of the Section 3 elite in our book. Faced some adversity here early on. Oh, they had a lane there, but that was a great job by Furman to poke that one away. Here is Heenan.
Great puck movement.
Sent to the middle, it bounces back. Here's Heenan, turns around, back up to the point. Found Mungari. Mungari shot blocked on the way in by Pierce. Now played there, here's Nicholas Sands. Sent around, given over to McCraith. McCraith handed it over to Bumness, who sent it down low. Now it's played back by New Hartford. Trying to get this to Sands. He has his stick lifted and it's taken away. Lifted down the ice. And New Hartford will have to reset. Good change here for Broome County, keeping their players on the ice. This will be scooped up, nearly intercepted. Close call there. Here comes New Hartford into the offensive zone. From the side, it's McCraith turning. McCraith turns again, couldn't get that one to go. It's fired around by Will Rapley. Now up to the point, it's Bumness. Sends it down low. Here's Heenan. Heenan chips it around to Sands. Sands leaves it for Bumness. Bumness to McCraith. McCraith now turning, looking, finds options, finds Sands. Sands shoots, save made. That's held by Furman.
Great save by Reed Furman. He is playing very mature for being just a freshman.
Yeah, smart plays by him. He's not making any unnecessary passes out of the butterfly, not making any extra movements that doesn't have to be made. And that's a big reason this game is tied. He's been solid in goal today. Here's Sands. Leaves it off for McDaniels. Over to Mungari. Mungari down low to Sands. Sands centers for McCraith. And that one was misplayed by McCraith, and it just ended up bouncing over to the corner.
I like what they tried to do there, and McCraith is a great shooter. 9 goals on the season. He scored 6 in the big-time win against Mohawk Valley for New Hartford. So 6 goals against Mohawk Valley it's impressive.
Shot comes in there from McDaniels, did not go. Now playing on the side, looking for options, up to Mungari at the point. Tried to send it down, blocked down by Mungari. Fires it down low. Trying to get to this now is McCraith. McCraith battling through the pressure, and it ends up coming out to McDaniels, who's barely able to keep it in.
Broome County with some great pressure.
Sands on the side. Broome County, they're pressuring the puck, but they're just not able to get it out. Back up to the point to McDaniels. Sands, we are back to even strength. Back to McDaniels, over to Mungari. Finds McDaniels again. McDaniels down to Sands. Sands had a lane, but the shot goes into the chest of Reed Furman. And also get chipped up and sent down the ice, icing against Broome County. And so it'll come all the way back down. New Hartford, good pressure early on here in this period.
This is just a physical battle, and I don't think we expected that. And Broome County is really just doing a phenomenal job fighting here.
Got to listen to some kung fu fighting.
Yeah.
The ring DJ always surprises.
Well, Broome County and New Hartford definitely kung fu fighting here.
You never know. Like Joey said, it's a box of chocolates here. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
This gets chipped up.
Oh, great hit against the boards.
That's a great job by Broome County there. Number 6, Anthony Mazzeo, to actually expect that hit and not let himself get blown up, because that's a dangerous position when you're on the boards like that. He was able to anticipate the contact. Lucas Labish sends it around down low, played by Noah Rowland. Rowland back there. It's picked up by New Hartford. They send it up the ice, and here come the Spartans. Christopher Vetter to the side. He's checked. That's a good hit there by Jacob Maccabee.
That's a big-time hit right there. As Mr. Bukowski, Joey would say, crushed.
Yeah.
I mean, credit to Vetter for staying on his feet.
That's a reason why I don't play hockey, Joey.
Oh, yeah.
There's Maccabee down low, battling for it on the side.
Killian, has that ever happened to you?
Plenty of times.
Well, he's gotten injured multiple times.
I have, yes. And here's Sands. Hugh got in a bit uncontested there. That one went high. But to answer your question, Johnny, I mean, that happens to everybody like at least twice or 3 times a year. At minimum, you're going to get rocked. It's part of the game. The big difference is that who's able to anticipate the contact and who's able to
get back up
after it, and who's able to not break their collarbone against the wall like I did at this rink.
Ugh.
Which, to be fair, it was a really weird situation that my coach told me I couldn't have done anything else. That shot there, save made. But enough about me. Back to this game. Enough about my broken collarbone. Comes back around down low. Played by New Hartford. Here is McCraith. Sent up to the point. Sent around down low. Here's Sands. Sands makes a move. Sands makes another move.
Wow.
Oh, wow. And then he gets leveled. One too many moves by Nicholas Sands, and he ends up getting leveled for that one. Speaking of getting leveled, there's another hit there. This time it's Broome County that takes the brunt of that one.
What a game this has been. I did not expect this game to be so physical and such a tightly contested matchup. Wow, both teams really want it, you can tell.
Comes up to the point, shot there, that got blocked. Good job soaking that one by Brock Melizek. Melizek there comes in, he'll land the check there on the wall. Fired around by Rocco Silsby. It's picked up by Joe Pierce. Pierce will just fire this one down the ice, icing against Broome County. And the physicality of this game continuing to be the dominant factor.
It just, Killian, you can see this is the consolation game. And there isn't always a lot of fight in those games sometimes. So for this to be, this is like championship level play that both these teams are playing with the physicality. So you really love to see that here.
And it's good that this one's been competitive like this. I mean, certainly CNS and CBA are going to be watching this and saying, well, we're going to have to definitely step things up now. Broome County and New Hartford tied at 2. 10:30 to go. Broome County looking for the upset victory over a New Hartford squad that looks poised to go deep this year in the sectional playoff. At the end of this winter season, this gets dumped down low, nearly nailing the official. And it's played along the wall by Piotrowski.
Division 2 will be very tightly contested, Killian. You have a really good skinny Atlas team who's always a contender.
There's opportunity for Broome County sent in there, and that one was kicked away by Walker. And now Here comes New Hartford the other way, not giving Johnny a chance to speak.
Wow.
And that one went off the shoulder of Furman and out of play.
So, Killian, you look at Division II, you have Skinny Atlas, always a contender, won the last 3 state titles. Then you move over to New Hartford. They look phenomenal. And you have CBA JD. That's a crowded top 3. And then you look at Broome County United. Section 4, there's only 2 teams. There's only Ithaca and Broome County United. And the game went into the sectional championship game went into overtime last year, and Ithaca won it on a wild, beautiful sequence off of a penalty. And Broome County, it's going to be interesting. And Killian, you've seen their rink where Broome County United plays their home games at the farm rink. It is a gorgeous facility.
Yeah, gorgeous outdoor facility. That one comes on that.
Yeah, how many times do you see a high school hockey team or a hockey team in general playing all their games outside?
Not much, but one of the coolest things about that facility, I don't know if it's still like this. It was like this last year. To get to the rink, you will load up onto a tractor, and they will bring your team on over. It is the coolest thing.
I love that so much.
I mean, it really nails the whole farm aesthetic that
it's
that rink is
called
going
the farm
for.
rink, Killian. It's got to live up to his name.
Obviously, Broome County, they don't play that many home games during the season, but when they do.
I was looking at their schedule, Killian, and it looks like every game, I think except for 3 or 4, every game in January is a home game for
Really?
Broome County. Every single game in January, and then you keep going farther, and there's like maybe, I would say 3, maybe 4 road games for Broome County United. So it's such a unique situation for the BC Bulls here.
The Bulls here coming into this Optimist tournament and having a very, very blowout loss yesterday against CBA, but coming back today and bringing New Hartford to the brink. And here comes New Hartford from this side.
Oh.
That was knocked into the air. How did that stay out? How did that stay out?
Reed Furman, wow.
And
He's been the story tonight for
He's
Broome
been
County.
fantastic.
And now there's some extracurriculars after this one.
I love the goalie cam because that's a great view.
You got to get a look at this. Let's see.
These extracurriculars, Killian. But yeah, that save, man. Reed Furman, he's just been, yes, 2 have snuck through, but honestly, he's just been, wow. That's the second time today he's had to bat away his own save.
Wow. This is contested. What a great matchup.
Face-off taken in 1. New Hartford immediately gets a shot. Nothing going there. And Broome County chips it out. In pursuit is Mason Little. Little trying to get to this puck. He will battle for this one there along the side. And it gets taken around. And a New Hartford player got sent into the goal in a battle. Went head first into the goal. And now we're going to get a stoppage. That's scary.
Yeah.
Was engaged in a battle with one of the Broome County forwards down low, just got driven into the side of the net. We welcome you back here on Northstar Network. 2-2 tie, 8:18 left to go. Broome County wants to draw. It comes in. That's knocked out of the air there by the goaltender Lincoln Walker. Played around behind. 8 minutes left here in this one. Still tied at 2. Each side fighting for an edge. This comes along, played by Broome County. Here is Joe Pierce, makes the pass up. This is taken by Mason Little, dumped down in. In pursuit of this is Tristan White. White picks this up on the side, and it'll be flipped around by Mangari. William Piccola tries to get that one. It's driven wide of the net. Now comes up and down the ice where it'll be played by Joe Pierce. Pierce chips it out. That's intercepted by New Hartford. Trying to get to that one. It pops out. The shot there is elevated just high by Christopher Vetter. And now Broome County nearly able to break free, but they couldn't get that one by the New Hartford defense there. Good job holding that point. Now a pass comes up, but it skips over Malizik's stick. Chipped back. The Bulls will reset. New Hartford trying to get to it. It comes over, and it'll be sent back down in. Joe Pierce makes a move. Pierce looks up the ice. Here's Dylan Terrell. It comes back down low. Here's Pierce again. Turns, and it gets sticked away by New Hartford. Definitely, pace is definitely slowed down here a little in these last couple of minutes. These teams trying to not make a mistake that's going to cost them. Driven, oh, that one was nearly batted into his own net there by Walker, but New Hartford takes it back out to the offensive zone. From the side, it's Sands, a drive save made there. It's held by Furman. CBA and CNS players all lined up watching this game.
It's going to be a great matchup between CNS and CBA JD. It's going to be tightly contested.
Oh, that one a block! Opportunity for Broome County, but a penalty upcoming to New Hartford.
Wow, that's a crushing blow for the Spartans right now. Wow.
And Liam Bumness cannot believe it. You can see him and you can see his coaches are telling him to not say anything that's going to get him another penalty, telling him to just be calm and just proceed to the box. But you can see as soon as they motion that was on him, you can see him go in motion like, that's on me?
Like, hold up, what?
And so, a power play for Broome County looking to take the lead. Rocco Silsby, a drive! They score!
Wow!
It was deflected in by Tristan White. Or maybe it wasn't, I don't know. We'll see what the officials end up calling it.
I love the Broome County bench reaction. That is huge for the BC Bulls right there. Looks like leading the charge is number 9, Rocco Silsby.
So we'll see what the officials end up calling this. This definitely took a deflection somewhere on the way in, but it might have been off the goalie's stick. If it wasn't off the goalie's stick, then it's Tristan White who will get the goal. So it's either White or Silsby. Silsby will definitely get a point, either an assist or a goal.
Official talking to our PA announcer over there in the box.
So we'll see who gets it. My guess is it will be Silsby. Regardless of who gets the goal, Broome County, a huge goal to take the lead, and they're 5:55 away from an upset. So Rocco Silsby.
Goal number 1. And Brock Malasik gets assist number 3 of the season. So the goal was scored by Silsby. That's goal number 1 of the season. Assisted by Mason Little, assist number 1 of the season. And Brock Malasik, assist number 3 on the season.
And Broome County now trying to close this one out. Here they come on in. Malasik was driven to the net. He's brought down. That goes off its moorings.
Wow. Broome County United. Incredible. This would be a big time win if they come away with this over New Hartford.
And looking at just at the body language of the New Hartford bench, they look stunned.
You can see, I love the reaction from Broome County United. They are fired up here.
Oh, that one took a dangerous deflection off of a New Hartford stick. It gets sent back to the middle, chipped out, and here comes New Hartford. Breaking up the ice is Andrew Spatuzzi. Spatuzzi from the side, excuse me, not Spatuzzi, that was Matthew McCraith. Up to the point now, sent over.
Oh.
Piotrowski shot deflects wide. Comes down, fed over to Sands. Sands has room, looks up to the point to Lajewski. Lajewski looked back for Sands and went off of his stick. Sent back. Sands cuts over. Nicholas Sands still with the puck, trying to find something to do with it. Goes up to the point now. The shot blocked down, but it still made its way on goal. That was Oliver Kwiatkowski there on the shot, and now it's picked up by Broome County, trying to clear the zone, and they will.
Wow. This is just high action here, Joey.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this one, it's definitely a lot tighter, a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Seeing how New Hartford's turned things around, seeing how they came off a tough loss yesterday to CNS, and they're really trying to bounce back from that. I thought they were going to, especially considering Broome County's tough loss yesterday to CBA 10-1, I thought it was going to be not necessarily a large margin for New Hartford, but I thought it was going to be a little bit less contested than we're seeing here today.
Exactly.
Definitely not a one-score game here in the third.
I thought it would be a lot more higher scoring, and this is a big deal for Broome County United. That's a quality. This would be a quality win against a very good New Hartford team, because like we've said, I mean, Killian, New Hartford is going to be legit this year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with some of the wins they've had,
the Skinny Atlas win is the one that stands out the most to me. That Skinny Atlas is, I would say, probably one of the best hockey teams in Division II in the state.
I mean, Skinny Atlas, even though they're a weak in form this year, they've lost some players. Danny Angelina, their goaltender, comes to mind as one of the major key pieces that they lost, but they're still holding it together. I mean, they just absolutely shellacked Clinton the other day. I think it was a 10-goal game.
It's like CBA football, Killian. You lose those pieces, but you keep coming back year after year after year.
I mean, it's just a testament to Skinny Atlas is a hockey town. You got tons of players that come out of that area that make that varsity team great.
It's a hotbed.
As this comes up to the point, looking for an insurance marker. That one is held by Lincoln Walker. Looking for the all-state full coverage plan, as Jack Manion would say.
Wow. I'm just stunned by this game because, Killian, you walk into the rink this morning and you don't expect this type of game, and what a great contest we've gotten. An instant classic.
This one will certainly go into the best, into the book of probably best games that we've called this year. Just in terms of the game itself, I mean, this has been great. Especially for a non-CNS game. It's pretty rare that we do these, and the fact that this one's been as good as it is, it's an excellent treat that we're able to come out and do this one today. This will get dumped down low. In pursuit of that one is Broome County. New Hartford trying to set up. They got 2:33 left to go here to try to get this one back even. This gets fired up. Here's Liam Bubness. It gets sent out of the zone, and Kwiatkowski will have to reset. Taken down there was one of the New Hartford players, and immediately the Broome County player, number 12, Larkin Bianco, started looking around for a possible call on him, and that's one of the telltale signs that, yeah, you probably did something there. But he gets away with it. It's brought forward. Opportunity for New Hartford now. Centering pass. Sent wide. Now it comes down the other side, and that one goes off the side of the goal. New Hartford starting to get desperate. You got 1:45 left to go. Broome County with possession in their own end. Long pass that skips out of the zone off of the glove of Brandon McDaniels. Here's Lajewski. Goaltender, you can see him looking to the bench. He's getting ready to come out of his net. Looking for 6-on-5. Sent in, save made there. Comes up the wall.
He's ready, Killian. He is ready. He keeps looking over at head coach Justin Schlattler on the bench, but
now it goes down the ice. It's going to be no icing as that deflected off of one of the New Hartford players. And now they break up the ice. Still, and here he comes. Oh, wait, no, not yet, not yet.
Almost.
I thought they were
Here
saying,
he
now
goes.
he
He's
goes.
coming
There
up.
he is. Now he's coming out.
With a minute left to go.
A minute left in the third period. It's a one-goal game. Played back around in his own end. Tristan White handed it over to Joe Pierce.
Oh.
It's chipped out of the zone. In pursuit is White. Can he beat him to get the race to the puck? No, he can't. Whacked around the wall, but that might be a mistake. That's held in at the point. But that's a great job there by...
It's like a triple team on the boards for New Hartford.
Yeah.
I mean, Brock Malisic, the fact he was able to step away from the first two attacks on him. Now
Here comes New Hartford.
Now it's a 4-on-2 rush coming up.
30 seconds.
The middle of the ice. They have 30 seconds to do something. Chipped on to the middle. That one was blocked. Comes back up. Battle for at the half boards. New Hartford has to find a room. The pass over. Bum this. Shot.
Oh.
In front.
All right, it's in front.
And
They
score!
Wow!
I think that was Joe Mungari who put that one by. It's
New
a tie
Hartford.
game.
Wow!
New Hartford. Wow.
They had no offensive pressure generated in that entire sequence, but as the saying goes, all it takes is a bounce.
Let's see, maybe
Yeah, I
we
think
got a
that's-
bottle.
I think that's going to be Joe Mungari. He
Oh, wow.
leads the way for the celebration along the bench. What an excellent top shelfer. Upper 90 for Mungari. He just
With 15
almost
seconds to go.
Wow.
We're gonna, unless a miracle happens, we're gonna get overtime.
And then we'll go
my-
until we got a winner.
Killian, did you expect overtime for this game?
Coming in, I thought New Hartford would be up by at least 5 right now. I will be
Yeah.
honest to the viewers of watching this game. I thought New Hartford would be leading by at least 5. But,
Let's see who scored.
the adversity that New Hartford was able to come back from in this game, it's Joe
Mungari with goal number 2. Bubness gets his second assist of the season, and Joe Mungari gets goal number 6 of the season and 2 on the afternoon.
And to overtime we go. Now, I don't know for the third place game if they do a shootout after. I imagine they do.
Probably just to determine a winner.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So the varsity rule for overtime, it is 5-on-5 sudden death for 5 minutes.
5-minute golden goal. Is it? It is golden goal,
Yeah.
right, Killian?
So we'll be back in just a few here on the Northstar Network for overtime.
We welcome you back on the Northstar Network. Overtime action incoming. It is 3-3. New Hartford was down 2-0. They came back tied at 2. They went.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm fine. So
This is incredible.
here we go. Who will be the hero? We will find out in these next few minutes.
New Hartford parents not happy about the missed call, or I forget who went down on that one. One of the
Broome County.
Opportunity for Broome County in the
Good
offensive
hustle.
zone. Sent back around. Behind the net is played by Mungari. He's got 2 goals on the game, including the one that tied the game with just 15 seconds left.
Will Rapley just created this whole possession because Rapley sprinted.
Shot comes in there. Yeah, great hustle by Rapley. I mean, he's the one who started this pressure. That's going to be held in at the point. Was
Wow.
mishandled for a second, but they get it back down. Dylan Terrell was in pursuit. Oliver Kwiatkowski fires this up the wall. At the point, it's Will Rapley. Rapley engaged in a battle for it. It's dumped back down in by Larkin Bianco. Down low. Bianco in pursuit of it for Broome County. He's knocked down. And
oh, wow.
Broome County parents wanted a call there. This comes up, shot there, goes high over the net. Chip back down low. Here's Bianco. Sends it up, it's knocked down. Oh man, that one was close. Held in at the point for Broome County for the win. It's saved, loose, they score!
It looked like Lincoln Walker lost track of it, and it snuck through.
Broome County does it in OT.
Wow!
It takes over the regulation 51, but it doesn't take any longer than just an overtime.
Wow.
1 minute and 17 seconds in. The goal scorer is currently being mobbed, so I can't see what number it was that scored it.
Wow.
Man.
And for the others, for New Hartford, you really got to give props to Lincoln Walker for a phenomenal game as just a sophomore. But let's take a look at that goal there. Wow. And Broome County really did a great job of controlling the puck in overtime. I think
that's going to be Dylan Terrell. Yep.
Dylan Terrell.
Wow.
His first of the
Oh, and we see Mr. Crabtree waving up to us. He's going to present the trophy.
Wow. So
And
we'll
Larkin Bianco gets the assist.
Dylan Terrell, the OT hero. You guys confuse me with the name Crabtree there. Terrell, the overtime winner. I mean, just what a game that was.
Wow.
That had everything.
What a Broome County gets their first win of the season. And Killian, that is a statement win by the BC Bulls.
Wow. So speaking of Mr. Crabtree, we'll have him on the broadcast here for our championship game coming up. Me and Killian will be on the call. And again, along with our special guest, Mr. Crabtree from the Optimist Tournament.
We'll see who gets the trophies here for the awards ceremony.
MVP.
But, I mean, what a result this was. I don't think anybody expected coming into this game that we would be getting a game like this.
Honestly, I don't know who's going to get the MVP for Broome County.
Let's see. I mean, Reeve Furman, quite a turnaround compared to what he's faced this season. And, Reeve
Lincoln
Furman's,
Walker
yeah.
deservingly gets the game MVP for New Hartford. He definitely deserved that one.
Yeah, his first start.
And he gets a picture with Mr. Crabtree.
Uh-oh.
He gets a picture with Mr. Crabtree, and I think that is the biggest award that you can get.
Right.
Great job by Lincoln Walker for the Spartans. Dylan Terrell, wow. He's a team tournament MVP for Broome County. Killian, I feel like he deserves that with the OT winner.
Absolutely, and it wasn't just the OT winner. He played a strong game, was hustling to every puck, had some big, impactful hits. And that is how this one will come to a close.
So if you want to stick around, we'll have the CBA JD CNS game coming up for the championship. Probably about 10 to 15 minutes here, maybe a little bit longer. They actually do have to get the Zambonis out here on the ice, and then obviously the players need to warm up. But if you want, stick around for that one. I'll be on the call again with Killian Heffron, and we'll have our special guest, Mr. Crabtree from the Optimist Tournament, from the Optimist Club here for the Optimist Tournament. Don't go anywhere.